While the West howled with war, other leaders of Calradia were growing ambitious. As Battania bled Vlandia in the rain-soaked hills of Pendrick, another power stirred from its desert strongholds. The Aserai, traders, raiders, and sons of sand, saw weakness in the Empire's southern spine. And where others hesitated, they struck. In the fertile lands of Danustica, steel met flesh. The sun rose blood orange over the low hills of Caira. Morning mist curled over the olive groves and wheat fields, cloaking the village in a false calm. Imperial farmers, hunched and weary, moved between furrows with baskets and sickles, unaware they were being watched. From beyond the ridge, 100 hooves rode in a column. Aserai outriders gripped the reins, eyes sharp as daggers. Then they descended like locusts. The first sound was the scream of a lookout, then the snap of bowstrings. Villagers ran, but it was no use. The Aserai had come to kill. No battle lines, no warnings. Steel cut through linen and flesh alike. Men were speared where they stood. Women struck down, fleeing toward the orchards. The ground ran red between the homes of the innocent. When it was over, silence returned, broken only by crows. The village of Pelicia had heard the news. They had just enough time to raise a militia, but not nearly enough fighters. Old blades were dusted off. Shields cracked from years of disuse were raised high. But the Aserai had not come for a fair fight. They formed a line just beyond the date palms, trembling but determined. Then the Aserai swarmed, not in columns, but in a mass of death. Their cavalry danced around the defenders like shadows. Javelins flew in brutal harmony. One struck the village elder in the throat. Another skewered a boy before he could lift his shield. Still, the defenders held, for a moment. Then the horsemen broke through. Sabers flashed, bones snapped. The line collapsed beneath the charge. Some tried to run. Few made it to the tree line. By the time it ended, the trees stood over corpses, dripping with the last resistance the village had. By the following day, the Empire stirred. Word had reached Danustica. And from there, lie Caira. A detachment of legionnaires was sent south, iron-shod and proud. They marched in silence, bearing standards of blue and gold, but they found no battle to fight. Only empty homes, blood in the dirt, crushed helmets in the road. The villagers were gone, dead or fled. The Aserai had vanished into the hills, leaving no trail but carnage. It was not conquest. It was a reminder. 2 villages were decimated in a single day, leaving hundreds dead. Blood soaked the sands of the innocent. This was no ordinary raid. It was a slaughter. No spoils were claimed, and no demands were made. The Aserai had sent the Empire a message, and the message was clear. The Empire could not protect its own. From sun-scorched dunes to mountain roots, rumors spread. The Aserai had awakened, and the Southern Front would not sleep again. In the War of 8 Banners, not every battle was fought for land or glory. Some were struck for chaos, for timing, for fear. The Aserai knew that the Empire would not collapse from within. They would be unraveled from the edges, and in the blood-soaked fields of Danustica's villages, the unraveling had begun.